For today's practice, you'll want to have one yoga block and a yoga bolster, or something similar from around your house. Set these props beside your mat. Next, sit back onto your heels and bring your hands down to your lower abdomen, placing one hand on top of the other. Close your eyes and breathe here. Sending energy down into the lower belly. Relaxing, letting go of any stress, pain, or tension. And bring your hands onto your lap and open your eyes. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly sit up tall, coming tall onto your knees. And then sit back onto the heels. On your inhale, rise up tall onto the knees. And exhale, sit back onto the heels. Inhale, rise up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sit back. Bring your hands back onto your lap and breathe here. Next, we'll move into Gait Pose. Bring your right hand down, keep your right knee down, and extend your left leg out towards the back of the mat. Reach your left arm up and overhead, and if it feels comfortable, raise your left foot off of the mat. Breathe here. Try to get in a straight line from the left heel all the way up to the left fingertips. Good. Deep breaths, strong core. One more breath. And then slowly release out of the pose. Bring the foot back down to the ground. And stand back up tall on the knee. Now coming into a side stretching Gait Pose. Bring your left hand to the left leg and reach your right arm up and overhead. Twist the belly button open, opening the chest. Have the top palm facing down. And feel a side stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Make sure you're not feeling any tension or tightness in your neck. If it feels good, you can look down, breathe here, keeping the right hip directly above the right knee. Good. Slowly come up. Bring your arms out to the sides, and then down to the mat, coming onto the hands and knees. Sit back onto your heels and breathe. Now for the other side. Bring your left hand down to the mat and extend your right leg out towards the front of the mat. Lift your right arm up and overhead, and if it feels good, lift your right foot off of the floor. Balancing here. Breathe here in this modification of Gait Pose. Really reaching the right foot and then reaching the right fingertips in the opposite direction. Keep opening the chest. Feel free to look down. Notice what muscles are engaging. Slowly bring the foot down. Rise up and bring your hands to your hips. Now in Gait Pose, bring your arms out to your sides. Bring your right hand down to the right leg and lift your left arm up overhead. Have the top palm facing down and feel free to look down or sideways, whatever feels best for your neck. Keep the left hip directly on top of the left knee. Twist the belly button open, opening the chest. Notice the deep stretch along the left side body. Breathe, relax. Good. Slowly come up. Your arms out to your sides. Now bring your hands down to the ground in front of you, coming to your hands and knees. Turn so that you're on the long edge of the mat into table. On your inhale, look out, arch the back. Exhale, round the back, navel to spine. Inhale, look out, coming into cow. Exhale, round the back, coming into cat. Good. Inhale, look out. Exhale, back to center. Now come into side angle stretch by bringing your left foot in between your hands and bring the block to the inside of the left foot. Curl the back toes under and lift the back knee and flatten the foot so it's parallel to the short side of the mat. Reach your right arm up and overhead and turn the palm to face the floor. Place your left hand onto the block for a little bit more height so that you can lengthen your spine. Breathe here in your side angle stretch, making sure not to dump into the bottom shoulder. Keep a lot of space in between the bottom shoulder and the ear. Relax the right shoulder away from the ear as well. Good. Breathe here. Next, move into triangle pose by straightening the front leg just to where you can. If you feel pain, feel free to keep more of a bend in the knee. You can also raise the height of the block. Try to keep the left side body long and straight, and reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Gently draw the lower belly in and up. Breathe here, twisting the belly button open, opening the chest. Notice what sensations you feel. To come out of the pose, revolve down towards the ground, bend the front knee, bring both hands to the mat, bring your front knee back and move the block out of the way, coming to your tabletop, hands and knees. Inhale, look out for cow pose. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone, cat. Inhale, look out, nice long spine. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, look out. And exhale, back to neutral. Now come into side angle stretch on the right side. Bring your right foot in between the hands and place the block on the inside of the right foot. Flatten the back foot as you lift the back knee and reach your top arm up and overhead. Try to be in a nice long line from the outside edge of the left foot all the way up to the left fingertips. Breathe here. Again, twisting the belly button open towards the long edge of the mat to open and broaden the chest. Make sure that the right knee doesn't go past the ankle. It's right on top of the ankle. And no dumping into the bottom shoulder. Breathe. Moving into triangle, start to straighten the front knee to where it feels good for you, keeping your right side body long. Reach your left arm up towards the sky and open the chest. Breathe here. Draw the lower belly gently in and up, stabilizing the core. Notice where you're feeling sensation. Couple more deep breaths. Now bring both hands down to the ground as you bend the front knee. Move your block out of the way. And come to a standing forward fold with your hands on the block. Grab both elbows if that feels good. Bend the knees and fold forward. Take some deep breaths here, making sure you're not feeling too much of a stretch in the back of the legs. If so, bend the knees more deeply. Let the upper body completely hang and the spine lengthen and relax. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly rise up with a flat back, coming to stand. Bring your arms by your sides into mountain pose. Turn to face the long edge of the mat and ground down into your left foot. Bring your right foot to the inner left thigh, coming into tree pose. Really push down through all four corners of your standing foot. And push your right foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Release. Now move on to the other side. Bring your left foot to the inner right thigh, push the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot, and lengthen the spine as you breathe. Breathe here, and release. Coming into Goddess Pose next, take a wide stance. Hands to your hips, start to bend your knees. Turning the toes out and the heels in, make sure that the knees are pointing in the same direction as the toes. Lengthen the tailbone and really lengthen the spine by reaching the torso away from the hips. Draw the shoulders back. Breathe deeply. Only going down as far as it feels okay for your knees. One more deep breath. And then straighten the legs and push up, heel toe your feet in slightly. Still toes out, heels in. Lower down into a yogi squat or malasana. And bring your hands into prayer. From here, start to hook your left hand around the left knee and reach your right arm up and around your back, clasping the hands if possible. Twist the belly button and the chest open to the right, really drawing the top shoulder back. Breathe here and notice where you're feeling any stretch or sensation in this pose. Breathe here. Now moving into the other side, hook your right arm around the right knee and reach your left arm around your back, hooking the hands if possible. Twist the belly button open to the left as you draw the top shoulder back, opening the chest. Breathe here. Notice how you're feeling. Come back to center, hands to the heart. Lengthen the spine, and relax. Grab your block and place it in front of you. Lengthen the arms and really reach the arms forward. Let the head hang loose. Coming into variation of Garland Pose. Soften here. Breathe into the back body. Feel the ribs expand as you inhale and soften as you exhale. Take a couple more deep breaths. Slowly rise up. Move the block out of the way and come to seated. Extend your legs out into a straddle. Push into the heels and balls of the feet to keep the legs active and bring your bolster in front of you. Lengthen the spine as you inhale, and as you exhale, start to bring your belly down towards the bolster. If it's possible and comfortable, you can place your forehead onto your hands Or even grab your block and put your block on top of the bolster. Try to keep the spine as long as you can and relax here. With every exhale, just letting go. Feel free to stay here for 5 or even 10 minutes. Thank yourself for coming to